Question 5. Miss Wood loves Manchester United. She paid a total of £19 for a Manchester United beanie hat and a Manchester United pair of socks. The beanie hat costs £5 more than the socks. A. How much did the beanie hat cost? And B. How much did the socks cost? The first thing we need to do is to find out the item of clothing that costs the least or the smallest amount of money. So we can see the beanie hat cost £5 more than the socks. So we need to create two labels, one for the socks first because it's the smallest, and then for the beanie. The first thing we're going to do is to create a block to represent the socks. The socks are the smallest amount. So the socks represent 1 unit. And the beanie will also be 1 unit. Plus 5 more. So the beanie hat is £5 more than the socks. And together they will cost £19. Now on the left hand side we want to get equal blocks. So we need to sort of get rid of this 5. So I'm just going to put -5 here. So we have got 19 minus 5 is equal to 14. So we can see we've got 2 blocks, 1 block here and 1 block here. So 2 blocks equal 14. 1 block, 1 unit equals 14 divided by 2 equals 7. So we can put that in, 7 and 7. We need to now answer the question. A. How much did the beanie hat cost? And B. How much did the socks cost? So A. The beanie hat cost 7, add 5, which is £12. And the socks cost £7. Together they cost £19. So we have solved the word problem using the Singapore barred method. Question 5, using the algebraic method. Let's look at our steps first of all. Step 1, we need to find the item of clothing that costs the least. So let's have a look at the question. They paid a total of 19 for a beanie hat and a pair of socks. Now the beanie hat costs £5 more than the socks. So the socks are the smallest amount. Step 1. Name only one variable, x, and it's usually the smallest quantity. The smallest quantity is the socks. So let's write step 1. The smallest quantity is socks. Therefore, we're going to give the socks the value of x. So socks will equal x. Step 2. Define the other unknowns in terms of x. The other unknown is the beanie hat. We don't know the cost of the beanie hat. So step 2 is the beanie. And we define it in terms of x. So let's have a look at the question. The beanie hat costs £5 more than the socks. So it's the socks, the price of the socks, x, plus 5. £5 more than the socks. So it is x plus 5. We have now got an expression for the socks, which is x, an expression for the beanie hat, which is x plus 5. And we're going to add the two expressions together and give a total of £19. So step 3. It is the socks plus the beanie hat equals £19. Let's now write it as an expression. The socks, x, plus the beanie hat, x plus 5, equals 19. Now we have to collect like terms. So we need to add up the x's first. So we have 2x, x plus x is 2x, plus 5 equals 19. Now we've got the x, we've got 2x, but we want to get rid of this 5. It's a plus 5, so we need to take 5 away from both sides of the equation because we want the x's on their own. So take 5 away. Minus 5, minus 5. We've taken 5 away from both sides of the equation, and we'll just draw a line underneath. So we have 2x plus 5 take 5 leaves us with 0 equals 19 take away 5 is 14. So we've got 2x equals 14. Let's just write it out again here so we can see it more clearly. Now we need to get x on its own, and it's 2 multiplied by x. So we need to get rid of this 2 because we want 1x on its own. We need to get rid of this 2. We need to undo the multiplication. To undo a multiplication, we divide. So we're going to divide it by 2 on both sides. Divide the left hand side by 2. Divide the right hand side by 2. 2 goes into 2 once, leaving us just x. 2 goes into 2 once. 2 goes into 14, 7. Remember, 7 over 1 leaves the number on its own, which is 7. So we can say x is equal to 7. Let's just highlight our answer. X is equal to 7. Now part A of the question asks us, how much does the beanie cost? So step 4, we substitute the value where we see x. So step 4, the beanie. How much does it cost? Let's have a look at the expression for the beanie. Here it is, x plus 5. X plus 5. We'll write that down again. The beanie expression is x plus 5. And we know that x is equal to 7. So the beanie is 7 add 5, which equals £12. 7 add 5 is 12. So we'll highlight the answer. So that's part A, and part B is how much do the socks cost? Well, the expression for the socks is just x. And we know that x is equal to 7. So the cost of the socks is 7. And we check our answer. 12 add 7 is 19, which is the cost. Here, she paid a total of 19. So we have solved the word problem algebraically.